Well, I like Leggy tomatoes. You know, a week and a half ago, this was just a container of soil. We scattered some seeds on here. Then we opened them up, and I keep turning them, but they keep reaching for the sun. Now, if you have tomatoes that are leggy like this, do not despair, do not toss them away. This entire stem is gonna root. We did this on purpose. But before we go ahead and uppot these, we gotta go get Waylon Smalley's patent pending prick stick. Available just about anywhere. Now you can spend $20 on a fancy dibbler stick, one of them little shiny plastic things, when really all you need is just a little piece of stick. And I'll show you how to turn leggy tomatoes into the hardest work you ever do in a mixed deep mulch garden, and that's harvest. I wish I would have known this before I ever started a garden. Now for most of your plants, you're really not supposed to be touching them too much. But tomatoes, that's a different story. These are pretty tough. And you just take your stick and you just go up underneath, and you just pop those loose, and you got little roots on there. Now to uppot these, you want your soil dry, because you're just gonna lay it across there. You're gonna lay it across there. You're gonna take your stick, you're gonna go ahead and push that on down in there, right to those seed leaves. And then that entire stem will root. And you've got a pretty nice little root on there already. So you just put it over about half where you want it. And then you just take your stick, your patent pended prick stick, and you just kind of push it down into that soil. And if you got any roots sticking up, you push that on down into the soil. And then you kind of snug in around it. And if you have a little low spot, you just add in a little bit more soil. We want to take these down to their first leaves. Now if you wait until you get your first true leaves, then you run the risk of hurting them. But at this stage, they're very forgiving. And you've seen my results. We're in between raindrops. The forecast is unsettled weather the rest of the week. After our extreme pruning on Sunday, we've got a lot of tomatoes that have turned red. Thing is, if you look at this, you see that top is splitting. So if you get a little more rain on that, it's going to crack wide open. So we really do need to take everything that's red off of these vines. Come on, let's pick. That little breeze right there, that's a gust front. This rain is coming. See that one right there is split. We don't take it off now. I really do thank you for swinging by the garden and helping me get these off real quick right before it storms. Like I say, you can just take your stick underneath and just pull up a little bunch of them, and they kind of come up together, and we can do this kind of fast. And another thing that works really good are these kind of smaller solo cups. Point is, you want to plant your tomatoes just as deep as you can get them. You want that soil good and loose to do this. But they got some really nice roots on them already. Just push that on down in there. Make sure you get its root down in there with it. Take it to that first leaf. We'll come back and give these a drink of water and help that settle. And by the time the soil's warmed up, these will be ready to go in the ground. And then once we get them in the ground, you can either join Team Vine Ripe or Team Blush. This is how I was able to get 1.8 million views on this video alone. And here's a bonus mistake. Not taking your tomatoes as soon as they start turning colors. As soon as they break or start turning colors, they've stopped taking nutrients from the plant. So go ahead and bring them in the house. They'll ripen just fine on the countertop, and that encourages the vine to go ahead and set fruit up further on the vine. This method works really well. Don't push too hard. You actually can break that stem, but if your soil is good and loose, you're gonna have no problem. And before you know it, you're gonna have so many seedlings you won't know what to do with them. While I get these pricked up, let's go ahead and take a look at what we can look forward to this year. Has to do with water. Now that's a couple. You come out and you see a leaf that's kind of curly like this. Oh, I'm sure it needs water. It's been hot. Not necessarily. A lot of times leaf curl is just a plant protecting itself so it doesn't respirate so much water out. Green down here are just leaves that we've been pruning off the beans, but we got all this lower foliage that's off, and so you just want to water at the base of your plants, especially in the mulch. That's the other thing about watering. You don't want to just put a sprinkler out on your mulch. Gardeners are afraid to prune. All these lower leaves, they've stopped photosynthesizing. So you want to go ahead and remove those. It's only taking energy away from the plant. And just like that, we've got 100 tomatoes. The Cherokee purple, it's green on top, really dark on the bottom. These light pink, I think, are cushion. And these, I think, are just regular best boy, or better boy. Or beefsteak, or something like that. We've got some damaged leaves. Yes, I need to prune a little bit. But right now we're going to save as many tomatoes as we can from splitting. These Cherokees are beautiful. But we're getting some pretty nice tomatoes. See? A bird pecked at it. But the rest of that tomato is awesome. Now that's vine ripe. The rest of these are pretty close. They'll be fine. We do it because it tastes great. And you can do this too. Until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.